So it's time to do the other half of our Olympus 12 lines, and I think we did pretty well with the first ones. There is one or two things I wish we could have used for these ones, but I don't want any double ups. So we're going to have to just deal with what we've got, and yeah, there's nothing else we can really do for it. But we're going to start us off. We have two lines that are set in stone because the first one we got from Digimon World Dawn, which is our Dianamon line. So we have, except for the Yukimi Bottomon, I don't think that's a thing. But we have Moonmon to Lunamon, getting into our rabbity vibes because the rabbit is Diana or Artemis if you go in Greek. It's her representation. Also the moon. And we can see so many moon things here going through Lunamon into God, I can't remember your name. Lekismon into Cressimon into Dianamon. And then there's actually our Jogris here. So this is Grace Novamon. We get it by fusing with Apollomon, and it's excellent. It is the Galaxy Digimon. It is meant to be so powerful that it is created by the sun and the moon coming together. And most of its abilities are eclipse themed. I love that. Yeah, Lunamon was the main Digimon for Digimon World Dusk or Digimon Story. I can't remember its full name, but it's dope. It's got a lot of card game support, and you gotta love it. Our other one we've already got is Jupitermon. Jupitermon being the main Digimon supported in Time Stranger. We have from Punimon to Sunamon to Elecmon, which is an old evolution line. But this time we saw it become Agiomon, and then it branches out in 5 different directions to become different versions of Agiocusmon, all of which few can evolve back into Jupitermon. Doesn't matter which way you go with it, they all end up at the same place. Then Jupitermon can snap, because there is Jupiter Wrathmon, and it's Jupitermon Wrath mode, and it's all of the smoothness and angularness taken away, and it's all just the smiting of thunder. I love it. Next, though, we get on to my favorite part of these videos, the lines I actually made up. So next up we have Minervamon. Minervamon, she is the Athena in Roman. And I hate how heavily they rely on snakes for this. Because there are a couple of things to do with Athena that are snake-based, but snakes are not her main thing. Even down to the snake that is put with her is not her snake. But we're going to have a look at her symbology and her punishments that she doled out, because Athena loves giving out some punishment. So she is the goddess of wisdom. Her animal representation is an owl, not a snake. But we're going to have a look. We're going to use some of the way she scorned people to build her line. So our ultimate level, very much not snakes, we have Arukenimon, representing Arachne. Athena once challenged a seamstress to a battle of sewing, and depending on the version, she either wins or loses, and either way she gets pissed off at how much everyone still liked Arachne's work and turned her into the first spider. Arukenimon lives that dichotomy. She is part spider, part human. She represents herself as a human a lot of the time, and it's great. For our champion mark, we're going to look at Medusa. But not the way you'd think, because I'm actively avoiding snakes. When Medusa was slain, her blood birthed a mythical beast. It birthed us Pegasus. So her champion is going to be Pegasusmon. There's not really too much about it, but the rookie is the weird one, because it's Gotsumon. And I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, it's just related back to Medusa. And you're kind of right. But it's actually referencing Ayadami, I think is how that's pronounced. Who, Ayadami was a priestess of Athena who at one point trespassed on her temple. And Athena rocks up with her brand new shield in tow. The shield which holds the head of Medusa in it, and turned her to stone. It is one of the pettiest things that ever happens in Greek or Roman mythology, but that's why Gotsumon is our rookie. Up next, we have Neptunemon. Neptunemon, you love him. He's the king of the seas. If he was Greek, he'd be Poseidonmon. But we're going full aquatic in this. We're getting a couple of little things from specifics, but we're going to start off with Mermaidmon. Mermaidmon I love mostly because her evolution, Ancient Mermaidmon, looks just like you gender bent Neptunemon, and I love it. So we're going to have Mermaidmon as our ultimate for our champion. We're going to go with Dolphin because dolphins specifically are meant to be the animal representation of Neptune. And for our rookie, we're going to go with Swimmon, the tropical fish Digimon. Because this thing is cute as hell. And also, look at it. It's Beermon of the sea. And I just wanted to bring that to your attention. After that, we have Venusmon. Who, if you don't know, Venusmon is Aphrodite, a goddess of love, beauty, desire, and all the fun things. And we're sticking with the femininity aspect of this, but just pure divine femininity. That's why we have Angel Woman. I don't think I need to say it. If you don't know why Angel Woman fits this perfectly, look it up. Look up Rule 34 Angel Woman. I'll wait. But in our champion slot, we're going to go with one of our spirits. We're going to go with Ranamon. If you've ever watched Frontiers, you know that Ranamon's whole thing was her beauty. She wanted people to desire her. She wanted to be the most beautiful thing in the universe. And when she didn't, when people didn't desire her, when people actively said that somebody else was cuter or more beautiful, she tried to kill them. And I don't think I know anything that's more Greek mythology than that. For our champion, we got Simon Blank. Because I feel like the kind of attitude you get from Ranamon, you only get when you were a cute child that grew up being told you were cute, told you were beautiful as you got older. All kinds of just flows together. For our last slot in this list, we have Volcanismon. And I hate what most people do for the Volcanismon line. Because a lot of people put Octomon as this line. But Volcanismon is the god of the forge. And unless I want Takoyaki, I don't want Octopus getting anywhere near that heat. This is the one thing I wish I'd changed from my previous video. I wish I had Azurumon, because Azurumon would fit in here real well. He's got the flames, he's got the multiple arms going on. Would have been excellent. But we have the walking forge of Volcanomon, and that fits just as well for me. Sorry, Volcamon, not Volcanomon. But just as well as that does, we go with from the God of the Forge to the Bee of the Forge. We got Forge Beemon. He has a saw for a tail. His claws are meant for mechanical precision, and he makes an adhesive inside of his body to be able to bind things together. And I feel like that's a great building up to the forging. Because your champions and your rookies should never be that well done for it. They just have to work their way up to it. Our rookie is Gumdramon. Just because we want to take that hammer tail to the anvil, and it would make him a perfect apprentice for the forge. But that's all 12 of our Olympos 12 done. There is a Plutomon around somewhere, but he's not in this picture, and he's not in the Olympus 12 themselves, so maybe next time. Let me know down below which one of these you would change and how badly I screwed it up. And yeah, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've been Faye, you've been awesome, and I'll see you on the